If you've been thinking about buying properties either at a foreclosure auction or at a tax deed sale, then this video is for you. I've bought and invested from both, so I want to show you guys the pros, the cons, and which one I think might be a better fit for your investing position. All right, let's get into the video. All right, so in order to compare the two, let's first start off by seeing what a tax deed sale actually is. And to put it simply, it's when the county takes a parcel where the old property owner didn't pay their taxes and they put it up for auction so that new people can bid on that property, therefore paying the back taxes that are owed. Now, before a county can actually submit the property up for auction, there's a really lengthy process that it has to go through, which is basically called a tax lien certificate, where instead they sell the debt to the property that is owed. So whoever ends up buying that, and then eventually if it does go to the tax deed sale, the buyer of the property is technically paying back the person that bought the debt plus the interest, which is why most of these parcels are a little bit more expensive than just the back taxes owed. And not to mention, it doesn't stop the tax lien certificate holder from actually buying the property itself, but the rules and regulations differ from state to state, so everyone has a different time frame and a different process of it going through that. So when you guys go to look for your first property, make sure that you're buying the tax deed and not just the tax lien certificate, because those are two completely different things. And with the tax deed, you're buying the property itself, whereas with the tax lien certificate, you're only buying the back taxes that are due plus the interest, which is why people invest in those. So it's not the actual property itself. Now, because these properties are delinquent, usually they have liens, title problems, anything you can imagine, and they are sold as is, meaning that when you buy it, you're assuming to take on all of these responsibilities too. So you definitely want to make sure you're doing a lien search, a title search, all of the research possible on this parcel itself to make sure that there are no debts that when you end up buying it and winning the auction, you're now responsible for. This can be done by searching the county's official records, looking at the parcel number, and just seeing if anything comes up. When it comes to tax deed sales, the most often thing that you're gonna find is just empty parcels going up for sale, which means that there's not a lot of competition, especially in rural areas where if you can get into the know, usually you can find the best deals and snag them for less than 50% off of what the market value is. Another tip from prior experience is that because these are empty lots, you want to make absolute sure that you're bidding on the parcel itself. If you go to drive by the parcel, you want to make sure you're looking at a property map, zoning map, whatever, or even have the county itself scope it out and let you know which parcel it is, so you know exactly what you're buying, because these are just empty lots of land. And if it's surrounded by other empty lots of land, I have seen people think that they're purchasing a lot, but in reality, they're purchasing one that's right next door, which is a hot mess. Now, lastly, with tax deed sales, as I mentioned, these are sold as is, and any encumbrances on the property are usually going to be passed on to you after you purchase it. So to combat that, if you're planning on doing anything with the parcel, especially selling it or building on it, you want to make sure you're doing a quiet title, so that way you can clear any encumbrances that are on the property, any old lien holders, and that way it makes sure that the property is free and clear, so that when you do go to sell it or do something with it, nobody can come back and basically claim that property as theirs. And this is going to also vary state by state. Here in Florida, usually it's 4 years, so after the date of the purchase, if 4 years goes by, automatically it kind of quiet titles by itself. But I would highly recommend, before you building on it, selling it, doing whatever, you definitely want to get that quiet title done, because it will facilitate a lot of the process. And if you guys want to see an actual video walkthrough of me buying a tax deed parcel, you can watch this video right here where I walk you through exactly how I did it myself a few years ago, putting what I'm saying into practice. All right, so moving along into what a foreclosure is, which is different than a tax deed sale. And basically the general term just means that the bank is foreclosing on a house because the old owners did not pay their mortgage. Therefore, the bank is trying to make their money back on the asset itself from the loan that they sold. Now, although this is an auction where the property is being sold off, in some states they auction off only the mortgage debt itself and not the actual property. So you want to make sure that you're doing your research on the title itself, and that when you're bidding, you're actually bidding on the full property and not just the amount of the mortgage that was due, because then you'll end up having co-owners with somebody that you probably don't even know. Number 3, any property can actually be foreclosed on. Of course, this is going to be a little more common in maybe low to medium income areas. However, I've seen $1 million homes go up for foreclosure. Of course, you have to have the money to invest in that and pay cash for it if you're going through the county, but there is a property of every kind in every neighborhood. It kind of just depends on what your investment strategy is, and of course, the more expensive, the less competitive generally, and the more affordable homes are going to have a lot more competition after them. Which brings me to my next point, which is with foreclosure auctions, you generally have to be very fast and experienced. Again, this is going to depend on market conditions, seeing how many flippers are actually looking for projects, the auction houses itself. As we all know, I ended up buying this house right here at a foreclosure sale from auction.com, and there was nobody bidding against me. Now, when I'm personally doing research on actual foreclosure auctions from the county themselves, which is kind of like bottom dollar of what you're going to pay for these properties, it can get a little competitive, and I usually see a little bit of back and forth, tugging and pulling, because depending on the deal, the prices are so low where there's going to naturally be competition. And lastly, with these properties, as I've mentioned before, and I want to make it very clear, a lot of these are sold as is, so that means that they can come with lien encumbrances on them, they can have title issues on them, and they can come with red tape or problems that you wouldn't even imagine until you actually go and walk through the property, which if you're buying from a county, you cannot do. There might be people living in there, which then you have to go through an eviction process, and that's a whole other thing. And not to mention, depending on what you're buying the property for and whatever your investment strategy is, you might have to rehab the house, and you generally don't know what it's going to cost because you can't see the inside of them, meaning that you're kind of bidding blindly. Now, I don't say this all to scare you, but sometimes the county or the auction sites themselves do a pretty good job at marketing, letting you go see the house, or even having pictures of the inside of it. Sometimes you can find the photos on Zillow, and it kind of just facilitates you kind of drafting up a rough estimate of what the rehab is going to cost, so that way you can factor that into your bid price, making sure that you're not paying more than what you want to, cutting down on your profit. So what are the key differences between a tax deed sale and a foreclosure auction? Well, to start off, one of the key similarities is the fact that the county will do both of these in the states that actually offer tax deed sales, because not all of them do, meaning that the county itself will be auctioning off either or through a site like Real Tax Deed, which is a really big one here in Florida, and they'll have the tax deed parcels on one site and they will have the foreclosure auctions on another. Now, a difference is the fact that the tax deed sales usually go on once a month, just because they're a little more organized and orchestrated by the county themselves, and they're kind of like the regulator of everything, whereas a foreclosure auction usually involves a bank, a lawyer, a plaintiff, and there's so many other factors, so you can see that they're a lot more sporadic and they kind of come up just about every day. Number two, with the ownership of these, both of them you're buying the deed to the property, so you're technically owning the property. However, although you are buying the property, you can still buy junior liens to it, either county liens, municipal liens, IRS liens, I've seen those. There are even child support liens. So those can appear on either the county foreclosure auctions or real tax deed sales as well. So you just have to make sure you're doing your due diligence and being extra careful. Which kind of leads to my next point, which is making sure that you actually do the research, the lien search, the title search for both of these, regardless of which one that you're bidding on. They both require extensive research, especially because they're being sold generally as is. Now, of course, one of the biggest differences is that tax deed sales are going up for auction because of unpaid taxes, whereas foreclosures are usually going up for auction because of an unpaid mortgage. But I've also seen HOAs force a foreclosure, so it kind of differs, but usually the tax deed sale is just for taxes, whereas foreclosure can be a little more mixed. Number two, the time frame. Usually when it comes to tax deed auctions, they go a little faster just because they are a bit more affordable and a bit more accessible, whereas a foreclosure auction means that you're buying a house generally on a property, meaning that it's not as accessible because usually the properties are more expensive and there's a lot more paperwork going on, but at the end of the day, this is going to serve whatever purpose you're investing in. Next is the cost to entry, which we kind of touched on, which is the fact that tax deed sales are usually going to be the back taxes that are owed, meaning that it's usually a couple $1,000s. I haven't necessarily seen it go past like 10K, but again, this is in my market. The taxes here aren't that expensive, whereas a foreclosure auction, usually the upfront amount that you're going to need to start bidding on these is in the hundreds of thousands. Again, relatively speaking to the Florida market, because they are houses, and if you have a mortgage, you usually have a mortgage on the house. House is getting foreclosed on, it's going up for auction. The bank has to make their money back. So that means that usually the amount that is due is a lot higher. Therefore, less people may be bidding. However, I've still seen it get pretty competitive because of course you're buying a house, not just the land. And lastly, one of the biggest differences is the fact that tax deed auctions only go up to auction by the county themselves. So you can't get financing for them. It's a cash deal, one and done. However, with foreclosures, if they're being auctioned off by the county, you can also not get financing because usually it has to be paid within 24 to 48 hours. That applies to both of them. However, a lot of banks that are foreclosing on houses themselves will sometimes go to auction houses like auction.com, Hubzu, home.com, and they will actually auction off the property privately, meaning that sometimes they allow for financing. They allow you to actually go and look in the property itself or the house. So it's a little more flexible in the terms, but it gives you a great opportunity if you're just starting out to get like a hard money loan to work on a foreclosure house, do a fix and flip, do a bird deal, whatever your investing strategy is going to be. So what's better for a beginner investor if you're looking to get into one of these pathways? Generally speaking, tax deed sales are going to be a little bit easier to go into if you do your proper due diligence, your lien search, your title search, because usually it gives you a lot more options. We're dealing with parcels, they're a lot more affordable, and I've seen that there's a little bit less competition than with foreclosure homes. Not to mention you also have a lot of exit strategies when it comes to the parcel, because you can sell it as it is, you can add a mobile home to it like I did, or you can partner up with the builder and have a new construction built on there to even up the price even more. There's definitely a ton of options. You just have to make sure that you're doing your due diligence during the buy, so you're buying at the right price without any surprise liens on them. Now, when it comes to foreclosure auctions, these are also a really great option for maybe someone who's a little more experienced, just because you need to invest more capital, which means that you need to have a higher risk tolerance, make faster decisions, especially depending on your exit strategy, whether you're fixing up the home to sell, to refinance. You want to make sure that everything is nice and tight. And of course, you want to make sure you're doing your title and your lien search, just because these are houses, so there's a lot higher probability of there being liens that you wouldn't have expected before, because people live in the house. Therefore, sometimes these liens that were from these people can actually be on the house itself, whereas an empty parcel, you wouldn't really have that because nobody's living there. And also with foreclosure auctions, if you're buying them through the auction sites, like I mentioned, sometimes you can get financing, which is a huge plus. You can get in the game with as little as 5% down on a fix and flip loan, like I did, which allows you to actually go in and buy a property and make a lot more money than if you were to invest in a tax deed sale. But to summarize everything, it's going to depend a lot on the capital you have to deploy, your risk tolerance, and your connections to make sure that everything is getting done the way that it needs to in the fastest, most efficient way possible, so you can make more money. Now, when I started off with a tax deed sale. I ended up buying an empty parcel on my 18th birthday for $12,000. I have a video right here on that in case you guys want a full breakdown of everything. But I decided that this was the right choice for me because I had saved up quite a bit of money from working 3 jobs, and I decided to spend it all on a tax deed parcel that, like I mentioned, I paid $12,000 for, but when I bought it for $12,000, it was already worth about $25,000, so I could have easily flipped it like that, meaning that my investment was really low. My risk was still pretty high because this was most of the money that I had saved up at the time at 18. However, it was definitely a lower risk than like a $200,000 house, and it was in a really high volume area. It was right during peak COVID times. Everyone was buying, which made it make sense. However, I decided to actually add a used mobile home to that parcel, and now it's been rented out for the last 4 years, giving me passive income because I never took out a mortgage on anything, which was definitely not the most common way. However, it worked for me, and that's all that matters. But since then, I've been doing primarily foreclosure auctions, buying properties, fixing them up, and either refinancing them, also referred to as the bird deal, or actually just buying them up, fixing them, and then putting them right back on the market. But that doesn't mean that you can't make a lot of money with tax deed sales either, like my friend here, Antoinette from Red Lotus Chick. She's a big investor in the game here and primarily works on tax deed sales, and I've seen her buy properties from $5,000 to $10,000 and flip them for upwards of $30,000. So it's safe to say that both of these have really great margins. You just have to know exactly where to look. Definitely think tax deed sales are going to be the safest option, but you definitely have to have a system in place and know exactly what you're doing, so that way you don't either overspend, leave money on the table, or get caught up in liens that are going to eat up your profit. So if you guys want to learn more about auction investing, you can check out the link in the description because I made a free guide just for you guys all about it. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching this video. I hope you found it helpful so that you guys know the differences between foreclosure sales and tax deed sales. And of course, if you guys want to learn more, make sure and watch the next video that's on the screen because that's what YouTube thinks would be helpful for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!